And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And here we go from Chicago. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Staying grounded with Swift. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. No return on that punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Finds a man. Deontay Johnson has it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely online. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down, here's Williams. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down, here's Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Working from the gun, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. Running behind center with Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Going to run again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Williams from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Carney's kick is good. And they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're... While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action now. Young. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
A A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete, Cole Kmet. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. A give right side for Swift. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Williams on the play action. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the pistol, Williams. Hits him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a Chicago first down. Hand off running right. Here's Swift. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Williams to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Third and long for him here. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Brian Branch has it.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Brooks. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Young on the play action. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Bears get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Again, it's going to be Swift. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. 5 yards on the play, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Swift.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Carney's kick is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Continuing to move past the 45. Still going inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Brooks. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Panthers tie it in the final minute of the half. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers take the lead on that successful kick. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Komet brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Finds Sanders. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Young on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Young working from the gun. He loses the football. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
1st down throw by Williams. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Panthers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running back sent in motion. Out of the gun, Young. He finds Sanders. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. Running once more with Brooks. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Again, it's Brooks. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.